I'm going to be live in about 1 minute. 1 minute. If you can, hit the share button, or otherwise just grab a drink, because this is going to be fun. Okay, I'm posting the final link. We're almost live. Give me 30 seconds. Alright, we are live! Welcome, it's Friday, which means it's going to be a laid-back, fun-loving episode. If you'd like to, throw some comments up, grab yourself a drink, let's have a little bit of fun, and let's talk in a calm and collective way like I always do. And remember, every time I curse, I hit the easy button. Feel free to share it. If not, don't. Whatever you prefer to do, but enjoy it. Let's hit the ground running. Bam! That's not the ground. That's the intro. My bad. That's Unity. Oh man, sorry about that. Here we go. Hitting the ground running. Super Bowl is upcoming on Sunday. Things that you will not be seeing on Super Bowl Sunday is ads by Coca-Cola, Hyundai, Pepsi, Olay, as reported by Breitbart. Ford, Budweiser, Little Caesars Pizza, and whatever the hell that is. What is that? SodaStream? Yeah, SodaStream. It says it right there in the bottom. Okay, what do we find interesting about that? We have found out through the past several years, no matter what you do, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you watch football, you might be damned because you're allowing people that are virtue sending and pushing politics down your throat at the wrong time of the Sunday afternoon. And if you do, no matter what you do, somebody's pissed off. And this day and age, no matter what you do, you don't want to piss somebody off. That's what the majority do. I, on the other hand, don't give one flying crapola if I piss people off, because I always stick to what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. But for companies are like, hey, I'm going to get yelled at by one half of the country no matter what I do. So I'm going to sit this out. But what's going to happen, I'm going to make a bold prediction. All of these companies that you see above are going to run into a very big problem. And that problem is somebody's going to be pissed off they didn't run an ad. Some of these companies haven't missed the Super Bowl in over a decade or more. And now they're going to be looked at as the chickens that were scared to upset anybody. So the right's going to say they were scared to upset the left. Let's hate them. And the left's going to be like, they were scared to upset the right. Let's boycott them. So they're screwed no matter what they do. And this is the environment we've created with this PC, we can't offend anybody, BS lifestyle that we lead. And what's going on, Eddie? And unknowingly, I'm pissed off at this planet. Yes, me too. But I let everything roll off my shoulders because there is one truth in this all. One truth that is completely 100% factual, and there's nothing you could do to erase it. You're going to drop dead at some point. That's it. So, excuse me? Dead. Thank you. That's the one true factor, that everybody here is going to drop dead at some point. We have no clue when. I could be dead in the next 10 hours. Hopefully not. I'd like to make it to a healthy late 80s and still be thriving. And you could be thriving as a man in your late 80s because they made a pill that resurrects the dead, if you know what I mean. Now, these companies, they took the easy way out. There was reports that Jeep, as in Jeep like Grand Cherokee, they got into a sticky situation by playing "This land is my land, this land is your land," and showing the Jeep driving in other countries. That pissed people off. Guess what, everybody? Jeeps can drive wherever they want. Even though, let's be honest, nobody's really getting the Jeep in other countries because there's not many Jeeps on the road. I don't believe in other countries, but that's not fact-checked, so I can't say in a guarantee on that. But we know American cars, and even though the Jeep has been sold, I still think that a lot of them are... you know what? I'm venturing off, so screw it. But they got screwed because a lot of people were pissed off that they did that and not in the U.S. for the Super Bowl. They're saying that there's going to be a lot of very neutral commercials this year by new people, by new companies that never were exposed to the Super Bowl before. Still millions of dollars. I think it dropped by $300,000. I think it was a $5.3 million for a 30-second spot as opposed to 5.6 last year. But as all the owners know in the NFL, and as the NFL knows, the ratings tanked this year because when you go woke, you go broke. Some people get pissed off. They don't want to, either way, want to have to deal with politics while watching something as innocent as playing a child sport as a full-grown man. Get it? The full-grown men that are getting paid 1 year what you get paid in a lifetime, we don't want to hear them talk about the hardships of politics when we have to deal with that and half of the people are living paycheck to paycheck. We don't need an athlete that plays a child's game to tell us what to do and how to think, whether you agree with it or not. But that is what happens, and because of that, ratings plummeted. And so the supply and demand, they still know the big game is going to draw a lot of eyes. So in that regard, we're drawing a lot of eyes. But there's still supply and demand. So the money went down, but we'll see. I think that you're still going to get a lot of people, a lot of eyes on the Super Bowl. But everybody that tunes in, many of them tune in for just the commercials. You have more people watching that game than any game because they want to see the usual commercials. What's going to be the one thing that's being talked about the following day? What's going viral? So we're going to see a lot of animals this year probably. A lot of cats doing the cat part of things. And that's maybe perhaps what the world needs. And I think it would be great to have animal-based commercials because that's fun. But I guarantee you the fallout is going to be stupid, wacky bananas that these companies wouldn't take a stand because they didn't virtue send or stand in a conservative light that they are the devil. And leave everyone alone. just enjoy the animals from whatever side you're at. I mean, I find it fun when the parties, and it's predominantly the liberal-leaning parties, cannibalize one another because they have to show who's more woke, who's the wokest, who suffers from the most guilt, who is the most socialist of the non-socialists, and who's full-blown communist. Yeah, I find it terribly entertaining because as has been reported and brainstormed for a while, once you're past the Trump, they're still a little drunk on Trump, a little drunk, very drunk. Once they're done with the impeaching the guy that's not in office and removing him from office that he's not in just so they could try to ban him from running for president again, that's when the infighting really begins. Because the thing that bound Democrats that are real Democrats, which are far and in between, that actually have representation, because the Democrat Party has gone off the reservation and has gone full-blown left. Then you get into the different variations. The full-blown socialism, the progressive, you go through it all. The moderate Democrat, as you saw Tulsi Gabbard get character assassinated, they don't exist anymore. They've been left in the dark. So once Trump's out of the picture, the infighting starts, the teeth come out, the claws come out, and everyone's going to sit back and watch this complete daytime soap opera take place. And it's going to be less about fake news and character assassinating the president, calling him names, and it's going to be about how completely insane can we get. And that's all going to come out in the next few months before the midterm elections, which we will see. If there is no mass voter fraud, which there who knows, any voter fraud needs to be stopped. Even just dead people voting in general, anything, even if it's small, it should be stopped. But we will see, and I think that after all of the executive orders came out and everything that we've been witnessing, and the numbers on Biden already are dropping for his approval rate, and the guy really hasn't had much time to do anything. But when you lead off with all of these endless executive orders after running on how can you use executive orders to subvert law, it's interesting. No, Eddie, dead people are not allowed to vote in real world. But the problem is the media has said that this is an okay thing that happens sometimes. Now, I've brought this up. Executive orders have happened. Yes, 40, the last I checked. 40. Couldn't even get into all of what they are because I haven't even began to break it down. As much as I have a news show, I have to have up I talk about certain things that I feel like I want to talk about. I will break down all the executive orders at some point. I just haven't gotten there yet. So, yes, dead lives do matter. That they do. But they should not matter on live people's votes. So, when we look at it, dead people have voted. They're still on the rolls. They've been on voter rolls for a long time, and it needs to go away. And if anyone has a problem with that, you're crazy. And if you make an excuse that this has happened, there's always a margin of dead people that vote, you're insane. And I bring this up because, like I said yesterday in yesterday's episode, which I think I killed it in yesterday's episode. I said that the excuse that we give $20 billion plus a year out around the world to all different countries, and it's something we've always been doing, is not an okay excuse. It needs to be fixed, and it has to be we get our own budget aligned, and then we can have surplus that we can give out around the world, if that's how we so determine our path. But while we're struggling in the middle of a pandemic, and there's businesses and people struggling to keep their houses, and everything's falling apart, we should redirect that 20 billion, which is less than 1% of the federal budget, to the people. Matter of fact, if there's struggling communities, like we always say, the black community is struggling and all that, we can direct that money to our people that need it, not to Guatemala and all the other countries, and countries that don't even really like the U.S. That doesn't make sense, at least if we don't have a surplus. We can help our own that we're talking about that are struggling. But that's not what we're doing. And I killed it yesterday, and I highly suggest you watch yesterday's episode as well. I've gone off the deep end. I've lost my train of thought, and it might be this wonderful wine that has been aged in a whiskey barrel. I need a sip of that. You should have a drink right now because it's fun. It's Friday. We're unwinding. So yes, that was the thing. I said in that episode that people are going to come in and go, that's how it always is. They're not educated on it, and they just accept the fact that we purge money. Well, the same people tend to go, there's a margin of error of how many dead people can vote. That's not okay. The thing is to fix things and not just accept them. If you've been fed shit your whole life, you don't say, give me another serving. You don't. You fight for your right not to be fed dirty poo-poo feces. That's what I would do. And like I said, I was speaking to Danny Presti on the phone while I was in my car, and we were talking about how ridiculous this is that people in Flint, Michigan can't even have clean drinking water, and we're supplying food to other countries and helping run their governments. But our own U.S. citizens could set their tap water on fire. Does that make any sense to anyone watching? You can't say, oh, well, that's the way it's always been. No, that's not an acceptable answer. And it happened again today. We had this talk, and everybody said the same thing. Oh, like I said they would. Oh, you know, that this is an acceptable thing. It's been happening for a long time. I don't care. If somebody, and this is say if somebody went out every Friday and they shot somebody in the face, and you say, well, historically, the Friday mass murderer, he's a serial killer, he shoots one person in the face on Fridays. Is that an acceptable thing to anybody? No, you find the serial killer, put him in jail, and give him the death penalty if, of course, we're accepting of killing monsters. Otherwise, we keep them alive forever on taxpayer dollars, and they eat great food and yada yada. And then we let them out when COVID happens because we would not want that serial killer to get COVID. My point is, you don't just accept what is handed to you. You have to make things better. Or otherwise, you can look at the same person that's saying the same thing and say, we don't have to get solar power, we don't have to change our consumption of energy, and we should just put all of our pollution into the environment because that's what we've always been doing. The point is to get things better. Dead people shouldn't vote. We shouldn't give all our money away just because we've done it and just because dead people seem to keep coming out of their grave on election day and voting. None of this is okay. Fix it. Don't just say, it's happened so it's okay. Backbones, people. Grow them. Be like a stegosaurus. Grow some plates out of your back and whip your tail back and forth. I whip my tail back and forth. I whip my tail back and forth. I whip it. Man, Fridays are fun. Fridays are fun. Next. What we got? Oh boy! I see comments are rolling in and I will address them. Okay? Why are you sorry, Sue? You should never be sorry for Dead Lives Matter. It's true. Dead Lives Matter to people. They have to vote. Otherwise, you'd say they can't vote. Don't apologize. And if it's a play on words, nobody should be offended. Dead lives should not be voting. It's factoid. And everybody, it's called comedy. Have a little bit of laugh. He's number one. Hunter Biden's memoir. It's my. Did anybody watch? I'm gonna just for the sake of Friday ASMR. Did anybody watch Burn After Reading? I think I'm going to be writing my memoirs. If you watched it, you know. So he's number one. Hunter Biden's memoir tops Amazon Chinese biographies section. China is reserving Hunter Biden's memoirs in advance. Comes out in April. And it's already racking up money. My first question is, do they want to see how much he lies in it? Because I don't think that Hunter Biden's going to give a full recollection of his crack use, of his dishonorable discharge from the military, his prostitutes, his money that he got from Russian government officials, the mayor of Moscow's wife, his Ukraine deals. These things are being investigated right now by the FBI. I don't know when we're going to find out in detail what the deal is, but why are they so interested in China about Hunter Biden's memoirs? I don't understand it. I never will. But they're already lining up to buy it, and they've put pre-orders in. So good on Hunter for making some more money out of China. Unity! Next. Coming up next, we have an overview of the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine. I'm interested. So from what I've gathered, and I have much more research to do, this is not an mRNA vaccine. This takes a part of the COVID-19 virus that's inactive, puts it with, as I'm going to read the article, but you can see it's from the site verywellhealth.com. I have a lot more research to do about it, but what we have initially looks interesting. So the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is a one-shot. They're looking at a two-shot possibility, but right now it's a one-shot, and it is how it works. Johnson & Johnson's vaccine is being studied as a single and two-dose adenovirus-based vaccine, so not mRNA. It's an experimental viral vector vaccine that uses a weakened live pathogen, adenovirus, as the delivery method. So they combine the COVID-19, so it's for transporting a recumbent vaccine for COVID-19. So much like the flu, if you will, but with a twist, like the flu vaccine. Recumbent vaccines use a small piece of genetic material from the virus to trigger an immune response. This genetic material for COVID-19 does not replicate in the body. A specific piece of the virus can be targeted, and recumbent vaccines are common and generally safe to use in a large population of people, even those with chronic health problems or who are immunocompromised. Things looking bright right now for me to say, hey, if I was to get one, this be it. Of course, there's still more studies to do for me in general and more data to come out, and then how people deal with it that get it in Gen Pop. There can be some drawbacks to recumbent vaccines. One example is that booster shots may be required over time. Well, they're already talking about that for the mRNA one as well. Examples of recumbent vaccines are pneumococcal vaccines and vaccines for meningococcal disease. Meningococcal. Man, medicine has so many funny names. The science behind recumbent adenoviral vector vaccines has been around for a long time. I like that. Not mRNA sub 9,000 degrees Celsius ones that have tremendous side effects at times. And we don't know the future of the possibilities that might come from it. But the only commercially available adenovirus-based vaccine is a rabies vaccine for animals. So this is where you say, okay, this is a little bit still on the experimental side. Adenovirus-based vaccines may also pose some problems, and the adenovirus is so common that the vaccine may not be as effective once booster doses are given, or some people that already have immunity to the virus used in the vaccine, because they have to have the messenger, basically, virus that accepts into your immune system, and then they fight off everything in a total. So how effective is it? Well, that is the question, isn't it? Johnson & Johnson announced that its single-dose vaccine was 66% effective at preventing moderate to severe disease from COVID-19 and 85% effective at preventing severe disease. This effectiveness in the phase 3 trial was reached 28 days after vaccination. So you take the vaccine 28 days, and these are your results. The efficacy, as you say, against moderate to severe COVID-19 infection varied by region in the trial. 72% in the United States, 66% in Latin America, 57% in South Africa. The vaccine was also found to be fully protective against hospitalization and death. And the protection against severe disease included multiple variants of COVID-19, including the B.1.351 variant found in South Africa. So, where I'm going with this is, it's not messing with the cell creating a spiked protein, variant in your. What's the word? I hate when I go and I don't remember words, and this happens to all of us. However, it does not go and create the spiked protein variant inside of your blood that gives you your protection. This goes more along the lines of it gives you something to replicate that's real and inactive, but it's buried in an active inactive. So your body processes it like a flu vaccine and then sneaks in through the back door, essentially, the COVID-19, from what I'm gathering. Generally, seems like a safer route than effing with your messenger RNA and having your cell and your mitochondria and all that stuff start replicating and force feeding it, and then sneaking in another dose a couple of weeks later, where it's like, I know what this is now. We don't need it if that's the case. And again, it depends on your age. For me, being younger, having the right blood type, taking the right vitamins and precautions, I'll stick with the 100% I'm not going to die rate, and maybe I'll get it. And then life will go on. That's my take on this. And everyone's could be different. And like I said, all of it is still to some degree experimental. And we're living it in real time. And to you is your decision. We live in America. So figure out which one's right for you, or if none are right for you. I'm interested in learning more about this. And then from there, I'll figure out how I go about it. But I will let more time elapse, and I will take in the numbers, and I will go from there on how to proceed. So this is not going to be a very long episode, BT Dubs. It's Friday. I already have a drink in hand. So I'm just going to BS with you. And again, keep leaving comments if you'd like. Share it if you'd like. Follow us everywhere at We the People Are the News. Okay, so Friday we got something fun. This was posted by the Daily Caller, and I will read it to you. You can't see me when I read it because I'm going to perform it for you. So you're going to read along. Daily Caller posted this from the office of Donald J. Trump, February 4th, 2021. And I will read it as one Donald J. Trump. Miss Gutierrez, I write you today regarding the so-called disciplinary committee hearing aimed at revoking my union membership. Who cares? While I'm not familiar with your work, I'm very proud of my work on movies such as Home Alone 2, Zoolander, and Wall Street Money Never Sleeps. And television shows including The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Saturday Night Live, and of course, one of the most successful shows in television history, The Apprentice. Just to name a few. Oh, to name just a few. Wouldn't want to misquote it. I've also greatly helped the cable news television business, parentheses, said to be a dying platform with not much time left until I got involved in politics, and created thousands of jobs at networks such as MSDNC and Fake News CNN, among many others. Which brings me to your blatant attempt at free media attention to distract from your dismal record as a union. Your organization has done little for its members and nothing for me, besides collecting dues and promoting dangerous un-American policies and ideas, as evident by your massive unemployment rates and lawsuits from celebrated actors who even recorded a video asking, why isn't the union fighting for me? These, however, are policy failures. Your disciplinary failures are even more egregious. I am no longer wish to be associated with your union. As such, this letter is to inform you of my immediate resignation from SAG-AFTRA. You've done nothing for me. Regards, Donald J. Trump, former President of the United States. Even when he's not in office, the man knows how to lay the smacketh down. I don't think that the former president of the U.S. cares if the SAG-AFTRA union was going to kick him out. And yes, throwing him around is free press. And yes, it makes everybody go, rush, on the left. And the left loves SAG-AFTRA, it loves the arts. So it was a well thought out publicity stunt. And then he got in front and laid a smacketh down. Gotta love it. So I did that in his voice so you can enjoy it. For it is Friday. I should play you one of my sketch comedies at the end of this episode, and thus, being in the regards of Friday, I will. And I will check the comments. But before we go to the comments, my final topic was I was at the liquor store yesterday getting wine. The wine that I'm actually drinking right now, which is Apothic Inferno aged in, small batch aged in, whiskey barrels, and it's delicious, and it has some serious kick to it if you drink it. Having said that, as I was online 6 feet away from the other person wearing a mask, who was 6 feet away from the other person wearing a mask, covered in hand sanitizer, that is not what I wanted to click. Jeez. Not that, but finally this. I made eye contact with Georgie Vodka. In the comments, if you may, tell me if you've ever had Georgie Vodka. It comes in a plastic jug, and it used to be $9.99 when I was 16. It's now $13.78. Georgie Vodka, I will minimize this so we can discuss, and yes, OBS, which is the broadcast system that I use, online open broadcast system, I think, software, whatever it stands for. It's free, so it is what it is. Have you ever had Georgie Vodka? And again, I had that when I was 16, 17, and underage drinking in the woods. It's hard to come across what you would like to drink, so you got whoever would get you liquor, or you'd steal stuff from your parents. Not that I condone this, but it did make a very good foundation of great memories of my teenage years, and now you can't even go to school. So, shit. But back in the actual days, you'd have Georgie Vodka. And I remember being in the woods, in the snow, and taking this out of my backpack, and we'd pass it around, and then we'd chase it with like an orange soda, and it was disgusting, and we'd vomit eventually, and it was horrible. So my closing is, tell your children, because they are eventually going to go to a party or find someone to buy them liquor, tell them, never drink Georgie Vodka. Tell them never to drink vodka out of a plastic jug. And that much vodka for that price. It's disgusting and it's awful. And dealing with the consequences, even when you don't have hangovers because you're young, it's still taxing. If I drank that now, I would probably have to do like a stint in the CCU for like a week. So God, I wish they would take it off the market and stop drinking it if you have the wherewithal to know that that's awful to drink. Let's hit the comment section. Do. Okay. Cheers, Danny. Cheers, Christy. Everyone condones underage drinking when you're underage. Truth. I could give you a fun little story about that in 1 second. We drank the swill vodka in our teens' ski houses. Never again. I don't even know what swill vodka is. That somehow passed me, Danny. Never had that. I had Fleischmann's. I've had my fair share of vodkas. And then when we had the right person that would go and buy us stuff, we escalated it and we collected more money. And I used that Staten Island advance money that I got for delivery for Grey Goose. And that was the best choice that we ever made as teens. Staten Island Advance used to fund me. That collection money was legit. Now, they just publish some crap online that enrages people. Oh, how they've fallen. But yeah, story about underage drinking. You say everyone condones it. In my senior year at Staten Island Technical High School, we had to do basically a court case where we had to get a topic and defend or go against. And I had the defense of why legalizing alcohol for teenagers was the way to go. And in typical John fashion, I brought pictures of every single person in that class, including the prosecution, who had to make their case on why we should not be underage drinking. And I made my whole case that if you drank earlier, and it wasn't such a stigma on it, since it becomes legal once you hit 21, and in other countries 18, and yada, 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 so on and so forth, that you learn to go in a responsible way because you don't feel like you're doing something bad. It's not like you're cool, you're just doing what you're allowed to do. Also, you learn earlier to respect the powers of alcohol. And they tried to counter-argue this, and that's when I handed out pictures to the entire class and the teacher of everyone in the class, including the prosecution, holding bottles of liquor and drinking them at my birthday party. And everyone was like, oh my God, you didn't just do that. And to me, it wasn't that big of a deal because I live in the real world. The parents knew, the teachers know, everyone knows that the likelihood of the people in the class having broken the law and underage drank was severely high. That's the probability. And I was just putting it in the words of Fight Club, I was just putting it in everyone's pretty little face. Yes, these are drinks. Yes, these are teens. And yes, they are consuming. Clearly, Zima? Ooh, I never had a Zima that I can remember. You go through all the malt beverages. Twisted teas, Danny, you would have, if Danny, you would love the amount of twisted tea that Steve Lipton made me drink. My God, we could have funded them, and we actually wanted them to sponsor our everyday life. And imagine if we had a following on things like social media, but they were still in their infancy. That was back when social media, people were like, let me get likes. This is interesting. Now it's, I need likes, and how can I change the political atmosphere? Look, I'm doing it right now. Okay, let's see if there's any more comments. And then I have to decide what sketch comedy that you will be. Zimas were the worst. I never had them. Unknowingly, never had Zimas. I've had so many things. I even had the Captain Jack's malt beverage, which tasted like really bad maple syrup. They didn't stay on the market long, but there was a commercial, and their ads were so good that it was like everybody doing the Captain Jack's dance, and they had a song, and it's like, girl from the gym, and it showed all the girls working out. And then we were like, yo, that commercial's so good, we'll just take all our money we pulled together, and we're going to get all Captain Jack's for 2002's 4th of July. And we were stuck drinking this horrible all Captain Jack's malt beverage. Should have stuck with the Smirnoffs or the Mike's Hard Lemonade. Oh, the things you do in life. The things you do. And everybody, before I find that sketch comedy, and I'll find you a good one, bear with me. Again, it's Friday. You should be drinking. You can still throw things in the comment. I want you to know that when you're in a home studio, it's like I said, I make these episodes on the fly. But there's all different ways and things to confuse you whilst you do that. And this is happening.
Stop it!
This is happening right over there. She's doing a Zumba type workout. I had to show you. It's Friday. She's now blushing. So
I'm drinking too. If I get points for that.
As this is all ongoing, everybody.
I hate you.
This is what I have to deal with. I have Zumba lessons on. I have my fiance dancing like a psychopath in silence with no music. And every now and then the cat comes and smashes her face into the microphone. But I thank you for coming to watch this all go down. I bought the cat a new house. She loves it, so she hasn't come out today. Don't worry, there's only 7 people watching right now. Danny is hysterical laughing. Of course she is. Thank you, Sue. Aunt Sue coming through. Okay, so I'm going to find you a sketch comedy, and I will leave with that. Because it's Friday, and we have to have some fun on Fridays. So bear with me. In the comments, I would like somebody to drop some knowledge as to where and what I should... Oh, no. I don't actually have my other hard drive hooked up. Well, ain't that a B? Okay. So, I've changed that. I'm going to do a very quick... Hold on. Where is it? Save 3003. I don't really have it. That's amazing. That's amazingly bad. I don't really have many options here for you guys. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah. I don't. Let's see. Real quick. Why not? I'm going to hook up my hard drive. I want to give you something to laugh at. It's Friday.
No, just give me again.
No, I know. I could give you something to laugh at. You can watch Zumba classes over here. Hang tight. Hang tight. Coming in hot. I need to plug this in. I shall plug it into here. And no, I am not matching, as you see. I'm still wearing a shirt that I was wearing earlier, and I put on comfortable pants. It's Friday. Give me a break. I'm waiting for my takeout to get here. Genki. This episode is brought to you by Genki.
Jenny.
Okay. Let's see. What are we going to do? We got this hard drive loading up. It is loading up. I have for you anybody have a request? I think I'm going to play one of the Guidos. That's what I think I'm going to play. Thank you, Ansu. The pants are nice. And somebody told me recently they were not nice, and I think that they're not nice for saying that. Okay, here we go. Going through the endless folders here. Matos Productions. Okay. Let's see. What do we got for you? We're going to do Final Cut versions. Do I not? I might not actually have this. Again, if you're watching and you're losing time and you think that this is a waste of time at this point, you can feel free to leave. This is just me trying to find you something fun to watch. But let's see if I can actually get that for you. Oh, I'm getting someplace now. Getting someplace. Here we go. Final versions. Let's see. Guido 3003 MP4. Beautiful. This is it. This is what you
Parole
get to watch.
case number 3003.
Before we start, let me give you the rundown. For anyone who's watching, 11 people right now. There's more comments. Feel free to comment if you have. What we're going to be doing is, this year, Guido 4000 comes out. I made my first Guido 3000 in 2007. It had thousands and thousands of views, and now it's up to like 110,000 views on YouTube. Then I made, 2 months later, Guido 3002. And then 2 years after that, in 2010, I made Guido 2009 through 2010, early January. I made Guido 3003. So this year, 10 years later, actually, I'm sorry, 11 years later, we're going to be making Guido 4000, and it's going to be like a movie. However, you're going to see the third installation. The first one shot in full HD, 1080. And if you want, leave some comments. I'll talk about it at the end. I have to resize it, so
Parole case number...
This is going to be very interesting because this is a news program, but again, it's having fun on Fridays. I am going to show you Guido 3003. Enjoy. This is sketch comedy, so enjoy it. It's ridiculous. And leave some comments. We'll talk about it.
3003. Possession of cocaine. Joey, has 2 years in prison made you realize anything?
I'm ready to get back out there on the streets and make a difference in the life of the children. Your plan to rejuvenate my soul has come to fruition, like.
Parole granted. Bro, I'm here for my psychologist appointment, part of my rejuvenation sentence from the prison, like. What are you here for, Poppy?
I think about killing people, ese.
So, do you honestly really believe everything is about you?
Bro, let me tell you, 1 million minutes of other people's lives have been spent watching my face and my fucking life, bro. So, obviously, bro, it's all about me. I was the one that put the fucking Guidos in the forefront of the galaxy back in 2007, bro. I'm like the galactic Guido, like.
So how does that make you feel?
You know what, bro? You know how that makes me feel? Makes me feel like I'm gonna fucking dance.
Joey, wake up!
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. It's just the life of the Guido, like, the party never stops, bro. Just got a text. Lisa's out of the house. Time for Joey to get a little S. Fuck you, Yellow Light! Fuck you, bro! I drive wherever the fuck I want to drive, like! Fucking clowns. So, bro, you miss me, like?
Of course I did, bro. I missed you so much. Like, you don't even understand what it was like.
Listen, bro, the night I saw you at DJ's with your fucking Uggs on and those little shorts...
You saw me that night with my Uggs on?
Bro, that was the night that I told my boys. I was like, Frankie, this is the fucking girl of my dreams, bro.
Seriously, like?
Joey, what the fuck are you doing? Every time I go tanning, I come back and there are girls in our house. What is going on?
Bro? Oh, first of all, you always with the fucking accusation. She's here to help me with the TiVo, like.
TiVo? We don't even fucking have a TiVo.
Bro, we have a DVR. It's the same fucking shit.
Joey, is this girl serious like? I mean, I don't understand. What's the dilemma? I
Is-
fuck Joey, you fuck Joey. As I see it, we have something in
hello? Excuse me, what? You fucked her?
You should go.
Yeah, I think you should go.
bro,
I think you should go right now.
Bro.
Get out of the house.
I'll call you later. I'll work on that piece of what we're talking about.
Oh, let's go, let's go. Okay, that's enough. Goodbye. See you later.
Standard procedure when you get caught cheating, bro. You gotta take your girlfriend out for a gourmet meal. Fucking look where I brought you.
Oh my god, I love Perkins.
Bro, you're gonna have the best fucking tender melt you've ever
Oh
had.
my
like.
god.
Bro, I don't care what anyone says. If you're gonna tan, you gotta tan at the Staten Island Mall. It's where all the Guidettes have juicy written across their ass. The tanning bed, it's like Guido meditation like. I'm gonna have so many girls hanging off my bushka douche, you won't even know. Yeah, bro. I'm at the mall, I just got tanned like. Amazing, bro. Fusion Tans is off the hook, bro. Frankie, I'll call you back, Frankie. No, Frankie, I'll call you back, Frankie. Bro, there's only one person that can get me the HDT 2000 Turbo, bro. The man. Hey, what's up, Santa? Yeah. Listen, bro, I need it for Christmas.
Stand up. You're sitting on my arm. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I couldn't move my arm.
Can you point with me?
What, hit her?
Yeah. For Christmas, I'd like a HD 2000 hair dryer, bro. Can we get that to work? Ooh. Hair dryer. Turbo hair dryer. It's legit, bro.
I don't.
I know you're not the real Santa, but I know you work for him, so we could get the hair dryer. We're good? Okay, hold on. Tanning bed. We killed two stones with one bird like. Oh no, that's it. That's good. That is excellent. Yes. Get that hair dryer, bro. Hair dryer is on the way. I got my tan. I talked to Santa. Now I got one more stop left. Who the fucking bus, bro? Who the fucking bus like? What's up, bro? It's Joey. I'm here with a dealer trying to graduate from my mom's whip to a new one. Infiniti G35. What can you tell me, bro?
Bro, you won't even see a car like this on the island. It's one of a kind. See this leather? Coach leather. Yo, girl that sits here, there's be waterfalls coming out of their pussy.
Whoa. Now you tell me I gotta invest in a fucking towel. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Whoa, bro, listen. We'll get that complimentary if you...
Yeah,
get
you
it
throw
today.
that in for me?
Yeah, bro, it's one of a kind, bro.
Like a tropical bird, like, that's what this is.
Bro, just like a cockatoo. Just like a
Wow,
cockatoo.
Bro, what if I don't have the 700, bro? What can we do about that, like?
Yo, what's family for, bro? What's family for? You just get a couple of your parents' numbers, socials, everything, uncles, aunts, anybody you can find, really. Just socials. We'll just take that.
Your guy will do that for me?
Listen, we have a guy who knows a guy, who knows Vinny, who knows his cousin Anthony. We'll take care of it, bro.
Bro, you hit yourself a fucking deal, bro.
Yo,
This is
we got it,
mint, bro. Bro, Joey is gonna go right to the top of this. Can't even see me, I look so good in this, bro. Yo, bro, it's Joey. We're gonna have a legal dice game over here, a little craps. You know, I got the kids from the block here, bro. I guess they broke mommy's piggy bank. This guy over here, remember from the first one, bro? Bro's like a weed, but he's ready to play. You know, me and him, we buried the hatchet, like. All right, bro, throw your first dice, bro. Let's see what you can do, bro.
All right,
Got a lot
let's
of
see what we
money
can
on
do.
this table. Not bad, bro. No, not bad. No field, bro. No field, bro. All right, bro. Here we go.
Just the dice.
Bro, no, I put it a certain way before I throw it. That's all.
Let's talk outside.
Okay, bro. Go have a little chat.
Where's your fucking 20 eggs now, bro?
Shit in my mouth, bro. Bro, this is so disgraceful. Worst day in the world for Joey, bro. I lose $600 gambling with 15-year-old children, and then I get shitted in my mouth like. I'm down in the dumps, but then guess who fucking calls? Harrah's Hotel. They want me to make a guest appearance at the pool party, cause I'm YouTube famous, bro. First I'll make all my money back at the craps table, and then I'll show these bitches how romantic shit can get. My spirits are high, and it's the dawning of a new day, like. I am the fucking Jersey Shore. I'm like a tidal wave of semen, like a tsunami, bro. But where the fuck is a Taj Mahal, like?
What's up, bro? It's your boy Joey. Just hanging out here in Atlantic City. Bought the Sex Palace. Did I come alone, bro? Me and my boy Paulie.
Paulie, bitches and hoes,
That's it, bro. Bro, do you see these mirrors, like, bro? This is where the threesome's gonna happen. It's finally gonna come to fruition here, like, right in this fucking bed, bro. Your boy Joey, getting it done tonight.
We had a good time.
Yo, bro, what's going on, guys? I'm Joey. I want to know if you two girls want to come party with me. Bro, I got a room back at the Taj.
He's cute. Wanna go?
Sure. That's right, bro. Come on. Your boy threesome, bro.
You didn't fuck us. We just drugged you and stole your money, you fucking tool.
No! Bro, no! Bro! What the fuck, like? Bro, no! Bro! Bro! No! No! Bro! Bro, no! Bro!
Yo, guess what the fuck happened last night? I had a threesome.
Bro! No! And that right there was Guido 3003. So, on Friday, even though this is a news program, I hit you with some sketch comedy. We all chill out, we have a drink. I'm going to go eat now. Guido 4000 comes out this year. I will see you on Monday with real news all damn day. And thanks for joining us. Go enjoy your weekend. Why not? Every weekend is a great damn time. See you on Monday, everybody. Till next time, peace out. Beep. And that's a wrap.